For University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason. Last week, USDA released its first national corn condition rating of the season. The crop, as you'll hear, wasn't in great shape. While it doesn't mean much at this time of year, there is a relationship between the first crop condition rating and the end of the season yield. Well, the weekly crop progress report is mostly the work of Extension and FSA employees, at least the data collection part. They report local crop conditions to state USDA offices, mostly on Monday morning, who in turn tally those numbers and pass them along to Washington, D.C. for compilation and release on Monday afternoon. The work at the University of Illinois shows a strong relationship between the end-of-season crop condition ratings and crop yield. However, agricultural economist Scott Irwin says that doesn't hold so well for the rest of the season.
But of course, what you really want to know is how soon do they become really predictive of final yields? And our analysis says probably they begin to be pretty useful about mid-July in corn and not until about mid-August in soybeans.
Well, the first corn rating of the season, released just after Memorial Day, wasn't good. The crop had been cold and wet. It showed up, or in this case didn't show up, in the good and excellent categories USDA NASS uses. Those are the two grades the U of I economists say correlate. So the math works like this. You start at 65%, that's the first crop rating of the season, and subtract 8 points. That's the average drop over the year, and you come to 57%.
And then you plug that into the relationship that we presented in the article, you end up at 164.3 based on that set of calculations. So it's an intriguing and a pretty low number. Clearly, that's not where the market's at, and this is just one model and one exercise. But certainly something to keep your eye on.
If you do, in about mid-July, you can use the math in the Farm Doc Daily article to forward calculate the national average yield for corn, mid-August for soybean. For University of Illinois Extension, I'm Todd Gleason.